Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC, but before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be talking about AMC. Today, currently up 2.28%. We definitely see there's definitely been a lot more upward momentum with AMC based on the chart here. Obviously, the biggest question right now is, what's next for AMC? Is it going to continue on this up trickle? Is it going to continue to go up? Is AMC going to go through a short squeeze? Well, I hope to answer all those questions for you guys by the end of the video. I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So AMC today up 2.28%. Yes, it isn't much, but compared to the rest of the market, AMC is doing pretty good. We definitely see that the S&P 500 is crashing. The NASDAQ is crashing. The Dow Jones is crashing. Everything is just kind of crashing. A lot of high growth stocks have been tanking over the last couple of months, but AMC typically is holding itself pretty strong. We see here on the 1 week chart up 10%, which is pretty good. 1 month chart up 9.11%. If you take a look at a lot of the other charts that we've been seeing across the kind of stock market right now, we can definitely see that, it's been rough. It's been a rough couple of weeks. People are losing lots of money out there, including me. I've been losing a lot of money, but nonetheless, there's just market conditions, market uncertainty right now, higher bond yields. There's a lot of stuff that's truly affecting the market. And so we have to take a look at this from the bigger perspective. AMC continues to perform even while the market is not doing very good at all. So if we take a look at this, and it's like kind of just based on factual evidence alone that, okay, there's people out there who still truly believe in AMC stock, who truly believe in the overall business model, but more often than not, that people believe that AMC is going to go through a short squeeze. Now, let's talk about some good news that we definitely got from AMC over the last couple of weeks. So we got to dive into their earnings. Obviously, on the earnings, they did not beat Wall Street expectations, but the CEO did give us some good guidance. They gave us good guidance on where the company is going to be headed. They gave us good guidance on kind of like, that there is, the business is recovering. I think he said that in quarter one, they had about 7 million people step into movie theaters, which is absolutely rad. Like I said, we could definitely see that there's a huge up trickle and that the business is coming back. I mean, what do people expect? There's people going out again. People are trying to kind of go back to normal. There's a lot of pent-up demand, which is definitely going to drive quarter numbers a lot higher. For AMC, it's already seen the worst it could possibly see. We saw that in quarter one. There was a huge recovery compared to its kind of like quarter three, quarter four of 2020. Company losing about $4.59 billion in the year of 2020. Obviously, it was a pretty bad year for AMC, but it slowly started to make a recovery. It slowly started to go back up. It's made a big recovery. If we take a look at the 1 year chart here altogether, this trading was trading around $5.60, and we see this huge up trickle on January 28. That was kind of like everything when the GameStop was kind of going down, and there was a lot of like kind of meme stocks that were rallying, stuff like that. But like I said, there's a lot of people holding AMC, and the fact that there's people who are bullish on the stock, but nonetheless, there's a lot of people out there who also are waiting for the short squeeze that, it's kind of just been long awaited for a very long time now. Is AMC stock going to squeeze? And that's the biggest question that, a lot of people are still wondering. For me, I do think AMC is going to squeeze. I've said this in multiple videos. Nothing has changed, but we do still have to see that slow up trickle from AMC stock. Like I said, right now it is headed in the right direction. We've definitely seen a lot more price movement, a lot more volume that's kind of been affecting the stock. We definitely see that there's a lot more bullish sentiment behind the stock as well. With movie theaters recovering and with business slowly coming back, it really does put into perspective that, yeah, okay, movie theaters on a recovery. If the stock continues this up trickle, which there was a lot of people who started short positions back around the $20 range. If it starts getting closer, my guess is like the $16 range, and it continues to go above that, this is where a lot of hedge funds are going to start getting scared, and they're going to have to start, covering their short positions. If we look at it all together based on what happened before, this is the same thing that happened with GameStop stock. We saw it go to $4, and then Mr. Cohen took about a 10% stake, which drove it up to about $15. The company kept putting out good news, and then all of a sudden you woke up one day and the stock was going through a squeeze. Now, here's the thing with AMC stock is you can't really predict the squeeze. You can never really tell when it's going to happen, but what we can predict and what we do know is that these stocks have so much more explosive potential than a lot of regular stocks. For example, it's not uncommon for AMC stock to move 20, 30, 40, 50% in a single day. It's been done before and it can happen again. And that's the thing. We all know that in AMC that there's, short positions are continuing to grow. There's a lot of people out there who are truly continue shorting the stock. There's people out there who who truly think AMC is going to zero. And, that's people's opinions, people's biases. Right now, We're just kind of in a short trend. You know, we have a lot of hedge funds, big time investors who are shorting the market. We've seen all-time lows on a lot of stocks that we have not seen for a very long time. But what is this going to result in the short term, or the shorter term, or even a little bit in the longer term, is eventually there's going to be a lot of stocks out there who are going to have to start squeezing. And then that's going to start causing an up trickle, which is definitely going to have all these hedge funds having to recover their positions. And we have to say with AMC, you know, it's not millions, it's not thousands of shares that are being shorted at a single time. It's millions and millions of shares, which if these shares are being covered at a single time, we know from that experience alone that, these shares have to be bought back. These shares have to be repaid at some point or another, right? Because not all these hedge funds and big time investors own these shares. Shorting is a trading strategy where you borrow shares, you repay it back to the broker at a cheaper price in the hopes that the stock is going to go to zero. That's kind of the limelight idea behind shorting a stock. But with AMC, we've seen a lot of price movement. And like I said, if we continue this up trickle, forward where the stock is slowly doing well, where the stock is still doing very, very good, I do generally think that AMC is going to go through a short squeeze, and I do think that eventually we're going to get what people have been waiting for. Now, there's a lot of price predictions out there for AMC stock, what price it's going to go to, is it going to go 100,000, 10,000, stuff like that, but no one can really predict that. No one can really predict what AMC is going to go to. You just have to kind of leave it by play. There's people out there who say 10K, 100K, 50K, whatever people want to throw out there their numbers. For me, I do expect well over $100. I can't say for sure how we expect AMC to squeeze, how fast it's going to squeeze, or how high it's going to squeeze as well. But we do know that there's a lot more bullish sentiment floating behind the stock. We know that the short positions are increasing, and we do know that eventually these big time hedge funds have to recover their positions at some point or another, which is going to start slowly causing an up trickle. And when a lot of these hedge funds and big time investors start getting scared, they have to recover their positions. This is what starts to cause the short squeeze, which I do think is eventually going to happen with AMC stock if they continue to add to their short positions, if they continue to shorting the market as well. But with that being said, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of AMC stock. Do you guys think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a nice day.